Hello, I'm Jackie Williamson, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the power of intention. And intentions really are powerful. If you think about it, everything that happens in our lives is created from intention. It's just that we don't always know that we're doing it. So it's a great idea to become more aware of what we are creating for ourselves and do it intentionally. Our thoughts create our reality. So if we're focusing on lots of negativity, then what we're going to receive in our lives is a lot of negativity. And if you look back on things that have happened in your life, you might start to become aware that it's because you've been focusing on the negative aspect of things rather than the positive aspect of things. So it's a really good thing to learn to create intentions which are in line with what you really want in life. So, what is an intention? Well, it's a bit like a goal, but not exactly the same. It's a bit less rigid than a goal. A goal tends to be very, very focused on the end result, whereas an intention incorporates the journey to get there as well. Now, when you go about setting an intention, you really need it to be coming from a place of contentment rather than a place of lack. So, you know, if you already have a gratitude practice, then you will know the difference that creates in your life. Things happen more positively when you are creating from a position of gratitude and contentment. And a great time to set an intention, which can be any time of the day or or year, but a great time is just after meditation, because if you have been meditating, you are calmer and more centered in yourself. And that's a great place to be when you set an intention. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't meditate and you don't like the thought of it, don't worry about that. What you can do instead is just to find a quiet place, sit down, and just sit in stillness for 5 or 10 minutes before you set your intention, so that your mind gets really clear about what it is that you want to set as your intention. Now, some people like to set intentions at the time of the new moon. That's said to be really powerful. And if that's something you want to do, then great. It can be really powerful. You can do it at the start of a week, the start of a month. You can do it at the start of a day and set your intention for how you want that day to be. It's entirely up to you, but it needs to be what feels right for you. And you can create a bit of a ritual around it if you want to, like people tend to do at the new moon. And when I say a ritual, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could just be that, you light a candle and you sit there in stillness. And then when you're ready, you write out your intention. Writing it is really important. Once you know it, you've got clear about what it is, and it needs to be specific. Write it down, because that helps to create it to really bring it into being. It needs to be specific, as I said. It needs to be positive. So you don't want to be creating an intention which is all about something you don't want. So, I don't want to do whatever it is. It needs to be positive. My intention is to be whatever, or like an affirmation, I am healthy, whatever yours is. And I'm not going to go into the different types now, because there are endless types of intentions that you can create, which all have to be your own. They have to be aligned with your feelings, your beliefs, and what you want for yourself. And another important part of it is that you really have to believe in it. You have to be invested in it, rather than it being some kind of vague wish. It has to be a positive intention that you believe in, that you really want to bring into existence in your life. And that really helps then to align your energy with it, because that part of it is really important as well, for you to get aligned energetically with what it is that you are intending to bring into your life, because that really will help to create it for you. Now, one really important part of the intention creating process is, once you've got your intention, let it go. Now, I know that sounds really odd, but by that I mean don't try and force it. It's important that you trust the process of allowing the universe to bring that intention into being for you, because you might have an idea in your head about how it should come into your life, but it may be that there's an even better way of that intention manifesting in your life, which you would love even more. So you just need to learn to let go and trust the process once you've set that intention. Now, that doesn't mean don't take action steps towards it. Obviously, you do want to take action steps towards manifesting your intention. But what I mean by that is, you can take those action steps, which shows the universe that you're ready for that intention to come into your life, but you're not forcing it and trying to, really holding on and clinging on, and it must happen in this way, because that can be blocking a way that is actually much better for you, if you see what I mean. And then just remember what I said at the beginning about how we create our reality by how we choose our thoughts. A really useful phrase to remember is that where attention goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing again on the negative and what you don't want to happen, that is where the energy is going to flow, and you're going to get more of what you don't want. Whereas if you place your attention on the intention that you have for whatever it is that you want, that's where the energy is going to flow. So it's really a simple process. You set your intention, you let go of how it's going to come into being, and you trust the process. Take aligned action, but trust the process, and that is how you are going to create the reality that you want. So thanks as always for watching, and I will be back here again with you next week. Bye for now.